Greetings everybody, I am Lobo and welcome back to Mass Effect 2, Legendary Edition. In the last episode we picked up two new crew members on Omega, Garrus Vicarian, an old friend, and Zaid Masani, an old mercenary. We didn't really get a chance to catch up with them here
Commander,
aboard the Normandy.
Received a new message at your private terminal.
Thank you, I'll check that out eventually, maybe. So, what do you say we go ahead and check in on them now, before we do anything else? So, Garrus should be up here in the main battery. There you are. I've been looking all over for you, pal. How you doing? How's your face? What you got over here? Oh, reading about torpedoes, huh?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we joined up with them sooner.
We're not part of Cerberus, Garrus.
We haven't joined Cerberus. They're funding our mission, that's all.
Relax, Shepard. Just a figure of speech. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
What did your merc squad do? It didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates, or gangs that went too far.
You know, from what I'm hearing, you maybe went too far.
It sounds like you were just another gang.
Then I'm saying it wrong. We didn't shake anyone down. No civilian casualties. That was our rule. Every member of my team had lost someone to Omega's gangs. We weren't out to get rich. We were out to make those bastards think twice before murdering someone in the street.
That's called being a vigilante, and it is frowned upon.
Doesn't sound like you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at CSEC would be impressed. It was simple. We'd hit their shipments, disrupt activities, get under their skin, make them angry. They'd come charging right into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers, clean and surgical. They never stood a chance.
You know, there's other ways to make changes. You ever hear of due process? Did our discussions last game mean nothing?
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
I went back to CSEC after the Normandy was destroyed, but with all the rebuilding at the Citadel, there was too much chaos for me to really help. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch. And there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in. Someone to stand up to the local thugs.
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope. And now they're dead. Shows what I know.
Tell me about your squad.
There were 12 of us, including me. Former military operatives, CSEC agents, the usual. Had a Solarian explosives expert. Pretty sure he'd spent time in the Special Tasks group. My tech expert was a Batarian, believe it or not. Not the friendliest guy, but he could hack any system ever built.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
Are you sure it was a betrayal? Maybe they took Sidonis out first.
No. I put out feelers with some old contacts. He booked transport off Omega just before the attack. He also cleared out his private accounts before he left. He sold me out and ran.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of.
You know, I couldn't help but notice you just casually lead me out of the room. Smooth. You didn't expect I'd come right back in there, did you? What's this?
What's this area of the ship?
The gunnery control station. The ship's batteries are controlled from here. The Combat Information Center operators send targeting information here. The CIC decides who to shoot. Gunnery control decides how to shoot.
Ah, okay. Well, that answers that question. Man, Garrus has changed. Not the Turian I remember. Not the one who'd seen the error of his ways. You know what? Let's go ahead and check in with everybody else while we're here.
How can I help you, Commander?
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
If they have any new dialogue, that is. We'll see. Knock, knock.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
You have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
As Cerberus operations go. Cerberus ain't running this.
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the elusive man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
You ever think they were protecting you because they could use you?
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I assume that Cerberus approved of your enhanced abilities?
Of course, Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity, genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the elusive man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father? By Cerberus?
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
Yeah, I didn't mean to pay you that much of a compliment.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic, my father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
Yeah, look at us being all friendly. You know, I do generally consider it bad practice to be friendly with murderers, criminals, that sort. Let's go say hi to somebody that's not that. What's up, Doc?
How may I help you, Commander?
I have a present for you, Doc.
Ceres ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
Oh, Doc. You know as well as I do that we're on duty and regulations prohibit. Actually, neither one of us is actually on duty. We're with the enemy now.
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
Just two old friends, right?
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
Good old Jenkins. Never did get to address his headgear.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Jeff, Joker will always have Vrolik syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly, it's true.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you, Shepard. Our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
No. Complicated times, simple things are the best things.
Here's to simply being happily drunk.
I'll drink to that.
You know, I think Doc needed that. Oh my goodness. What was in that brandy, Doc? I think she needed that. You know, she seems like she's having a rough time, and yeah. There are bad days. I didn't realize it was that bad in the Alliance military, though, because occasionally you have good days, and most of the time, you're just doing nonsense. I mean, that's just my experience as an Army medic, and everybody has their own experiences, you know? Can't speak for everyone. Anyway, our mercenary, Zaid Masani, is down here. Let's go ahead and catch up with him before we get on our way.
I've got green across the board. The forward tanks are buoyant and elevated.
Are you talking about the Normandy or Miranda?
I'm talking about the one that's covered and protected, not bouncing in the breeze.
I don't know. Operative Lawson's uniform is very official. It always makes me stand at attention.
If I was...
Such a dog.
You know what?
What can we do for you, Commander?
You can clean it up. That's what you can do.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
I realize we're not on an Alliance vessel. I realize that we're working for Cerberus, a criminal organization. And I realize that there is no code of conduct, there are no morals to stand by, there's none of that stuff, but still, that's unprofessional. That's freaking unprofessional. Anyway, where is this mercenary? Ah, my cargo hold is unlocked. Surveillance? You've been surveilling us? That's weird, man. Not like we're not already under surveillance, but still. You've been watching us while we sleep.
Hey, don't touch. That rifle's older than you are. I call her Jessie. That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz. The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle.
What, you can't fix her? I can show you how to take her apart, put her back together. If you've never done that, she probably just needs to be cleaned, to be honest with you. Be good as new.
Beauty, isn't it? Pried that off the Krogan warlord, Kazak. Used to run the blood pack out of Omega about 17 years ago. Wasn't even a job. The guy just thought he'd hijack a freighter I was hitchhiking on. Big mistake. I goaded Gizak into one-on-one combat. Took out his legs, grabbed his gun, and killed every blood pack bastard in the room. That was the most beaten Krogan I've ever seen. Kept the helmet to remind me of that pained expression.
Wow, so you got some, like, deep-seated psychological issues, huh? Heh. Oh, hey Zaid, you ever play with this thing? This'll make you feel better. Maybe solve some of your problems, you know? I'm serious, man. Why don't you come over here? Give this thing a try. No, I'm not interested.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something.
I got a minute, but I doubt you're gonna teach me anything.
So you knew Archangel from before? Interesting. Knew a lot of men taking jobs to kill the son of a bitch. I never saw the point. He and I wanted the same thing. A whole lot of mercs dead. Hell of a sniper, though. And he kept himself alive with all the mercs in Omega after him. That ain't easy.
Okay. I don't feel like I learned anything, Zaid.
I was trying to remember how many Cerberus operatives I've killed. Lost track around 50. Guess your elusive man's big on forgiveness.
Nah, he just doesn't value human life, that's all that is.
Oh yeah, that's a model of the Veracon. Turian frigate. Hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planet-side.
Okay, you know what? I got some other people to check in on, Zaid, so I'll catch you around some other time. You keep being the crazy maniac they pay you to be. Joker! What you doing?
Hey, Commander, we got Garrus back. That's great, because he was totally my favorite. With that pole up his ass.
Well, if I was you, I'd keep away from him. You don't want to look at him wrong and end up facing vigilante justice.
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
I completely understand. Does it have a mute button? If it does, feel free to wear that button out. They'll replace it.
If you don't want to hear it, turn the damn sound off.
Well, it doesn't change anything. It's still watching. Like some creepy kid staring at the back of your head in comp side. You just want to punch him, but he's special and he sets fires or something. Okay, a little too far there, but you know what I mean.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks, I'll remember this.
You know what? I'm sorry, because I didn't know that was going to be that aggressive. We're friends, Joker.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
Did you not get to play with the bunnies?
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. Zaid is like you, but takes checks. As long as it's not my money, we're good. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
No, it's between you and me, and I do value your opinion.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Hey, Jake. New guy downstairs needs some help with his rifle. You got him?
Commander, can I help you with something?
Hey, you know, I'm just trying to get your thoughts, opinions, stuff like that.
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
I heard you were big in the Alliance. Figured we have something in common.
I did some things that caught attention and stirred up the Citadel. That was after the Alliance put me on leave, though. Didn't drive a Mako through a relay or take down a Reaper, but you covered that.
Yeah, well, you know, I just do what I do.
What was your proudest career moment?
The job I'm proudest of wasn't for the Alliance. Nobody really knows about it. A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the Council. Miranda and I stopped it.
Strange that it wasn't bigger news.
The real work doesn't get publicized, you know that. They say it's better that people don't know how fragile the system is or how close the bad guys can get. So, it never happened. Like you and the Reaper. And that's why I'm here.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I am.
You don't seem like a results at all costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
You make no apologies for doing what you had to. I admire that.
I couldn't go back to the Alliance, not after the cover-up. They did the same to you. General public never knew you were dead or heard the real story of the Citadel. Did you know they used you on recruitment ads? You were the human ideal for like 6 months. Then they replaced you with a composite image they invented. Guess you didn't focus test right. You were actually the Alliance poster boy, and they still dumped you.
Well, you know what? I think that's all for the best. I don't need my image floating around out there.
We'll rub it in their faces when we save their hides again.
Sounds good. Add that to the list of reasons to make it out alive. Besides not wanting to die.
Again?
Fair enough. I should get back to work. Good talking to you, Shepard.
Yeah. You too, Jake. Chambers, what you got for me?
How is our newest Turian crew member doing? His injuries looked painful.
He's a soldier. It'll take a lot more than that to keep him down.
True. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Always with the messages. You know what? I'm gonna take these messages up in my room because I don't need you or you looking over my shoulder at my personal correspondence. My goodness. What was that? Oh, you're looking over my shoulder no matter what.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Accommodations made for personal taste. This is not my personal taste. This is extravagant. This is too much. This is gaudy. Alright. So we got a message from Counselor Anderson. Oh man, that's going to take some getting used to, Captain. I mean, Counselor. You know what? I think we're actually going to probably hold off on the messages for a little while. Because we should probably read this before we go to the Citadel, right? We don't want to forget about it. Because we're still here orbiting Omega. We still got stuff to do on Omega. Let's get back to Omega. You know what? We went out with Jake and Zaid last time, so let's go ahead and give Garrus and Miranda a chance to stretch their legs. Oh, we still gotta get Garrus set up. You know what? I'll just meet you down there. Well, how does it feel to be back, Archangel?
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also run searches for reports on Archangel. The various mercenary groups appear to believe that he is dead.
Works for me.
Yeah, good cover. Can't. Garrus, you serious? You don't want to come with us? Holy crap, you're a freaking magician. Anyway, let's go ahead and check in an afterlife with Arya.
Arya's expecting me.
I'm in an important
That business meeting's still going? Man.
Arya has work for you, if you're interested.
Say what?
Arya has a job she needs doing. You up for some work?
That depends on what Arya has in mind.
Arya's gotten word that some blood-packed mercs plan to kill an old acquaintance of hers, a Krogan named Patriarch. She'd like you to keep that from happening.
What's the Bloodpack's problem with Patriarch?
If you've met Patriarch, you know. He can't keep his damn mouth shut. Some people don't appreciate his stories, especially when he dips into non-fiction.
What's Arya's interest in protecting him?
Patriarch was one of her deadliest enemies back in the old days. Now she keeps what's left of him around as a trophy. As long as he lives, he's a perfect example of what happens when you go up against Arya.
Why come to me? Arya's usual muscle not up for the job?
Because Arya said so. What other reason do you need?
That ain't enough.
People like Arya don't do things without a damn good reason. I want to hear it.
Fine, but I didn't tell you this. Got me? If it gets out that Arya's protecting Patriarch, well, that can look like a weakness. And some people might want to exploit that. You're not on her payroll, so you helping Patriarch just seems like a random act of kindness.
Random act of kindness. So we could either let the Krogan die, which I'm not gonna do, so let's just do it.
I'll look into it.
Good. Patriarch's downstairs, likely surrounded by his fans. Get him into hiding until the mercs move on. Come back here when it's done, and you'll get your due.
I'll be back when the job is done.
Good luck.
Yeah, you know, I didn't come here for work. I just picked up something last episode that I need to drop off.
What do you need?
This data pad was on one of the mercs that was after Archangel. They were coming for you next.
Let me see. Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
Thanks for the heads up, Shepard. Looks like I'll have to do a little cleaning in my organization.
Oh yeah, no problem. No problem. It was on the way.
Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later.
You do that.
Said maybe.
You want to talk? Talk to Arya.
I never know which pair of eyes to look at.
Me neither.
Arya's so beautiful.
I never know which pair of eyes to look at either with those Batarians. Alright. Nope, not going that way. Is that Patriarch is one of the side rooms, right? It's like the only side room there is. Oh. There's like a whole lower section to Afterlife, that's right. We never went there, did we? That was like right down here. 2 lower level, of course. Okay, well, let's explore this area. No electronics store over here? I feel like there should be an excuse me, Garrus. I feel like there should be an electronics store over here if it's got an advertisement for it.
Ascension has completed its 20 colony victory cruise. Council members aboard thanked Human Alliance soldiers for their efforts in repelling Saren's invasion 2 years ago.
It wasn't Saren's invasion, that was Sovereign's invasion. That was a Reaper invasion, in case y'all forgot. Into this place. It's even dirtier than upstairs. Oh, the bartender's taking oath of silence? Come on. No, I ain't dancing with you. You can't handle these moves. This guy knows what I'm talking about. My moves are so good, I couldn't even stay dead. It's too much a shame to leave this galaxy without these moves I got. Y'all can't handle it. I need a better venue to display these moves.
So, either of you ever been to the Citadel?
Oh no.
Let me pay for that.
You.
Shepard? I heard you were dead. I had a party and everything. No hard feelings, though, huh? No, really, thanks for taking the time to chase a small-time crook off the Citadel so I could squat in this shithole for years.
You shut your mouth. I'll tell you what, one of my biggest regrets from the first game is not keeping Rex in my squad when we paid you a visit. He wanted to keep your head as a tea cozy, and I wish I let him.
And if you leave the straight and narrow, I'll be there to follow up.
Right, because you don't have planets to save and bigger shit like that. Nothing better to do than keep me down. Goddamn saviors of the galaxy, messing with a man's living.
That's Guardian of the Galaxy to you, pal. Pal, not my pal. Oh, I wish I would have let Rex get his hands on him, you know? That's the man that sold Naraya out, tried to get Naraya killed, taken in by Saren. What's up with this guy? Is he alright? He don't look alright. Somebody should check him out. Man, Omega's worse than I thought. Not only is it playing host to all these gangs, these mercenary scum, it's playing host to that doofus.
Walking around in this place makes me sick. People still dying, the strong still exploiting the weak. Nothing I did here even made a dent in this.
No, of course it didn't. You brought more lawlessness to a lawless place, marketplace. We have left Afterlife. Okay, you know what? I've ventured too far. Anyway, you brought more lawlessness to a lawless place, Garrus. Did you think that was going to make things better? No, of course not. It's only going to make things worse. What this place needs is some dang order. It needs the law. Oh, there's our fella. That's who we're looking for.
Don't act like you know. Just plan for the funeral normally. During the service, someone will want to set up a meeting. He's in on it with whoever killed your family. You tear off a few of his fingers, you'll find out who did this to you.
What have I walked into?
No, you said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Aria's Patriarch. What do you want?
What do you know about Aria?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Aria arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
Rumor has it some people want you dead. Know anything about that?
Oh, I could think of a few. I know things. Old secrets, old grudges. Few floors you can dig up to find bodies underneath. Someone who wanted to weaken Aria might come after me. They do it to get to her, you see. Not for me. I don't matter enough anymore to have enemies of my own.
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Aria's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are Aria's now.
Some people want you dead. I've been asked to move you to safety.
Well, of course. Aria wouldn't want me hurt. It would make her look bad. But perhaps Aria's reputation is no longer my concern. Perhaps I will stay. See who thinks me important enough to kill.
Oh, you're a stubborn one, aren't you?
You allow Arya to protect you like you're her pet? I thought you were a Krogan.
Arya let me live. She gave me a position of honor as her advisor.
She gave you a position of comfort as her trophy. Is that what you want? Or would you rather go down fighting?
I wished she'd killed me the day she beat me. That would have been a glorious death. But perhaps it is not too late to die well. Perhaps these assassins will remember my name. Farewell, human, and thank you.
Oh, ease up. You're going to throw your back out. Okay, well, you know what? That is not at all what I meant by that. Kind of Krogan are you? How was I supposed to know that I was going to make him charge off into the unknown and try to go out in a blaze of glory? I mean, all I said was, what kind of Krogan are you? Where do you think he went? Think it's too late to help him out at this point? I just didn't want to pick the I didn't want to pick the I'll be your muscle option. I don't want to get involved in all this mess. Well, it looks like we might have to get involved in all this mess, even though I have no idea where we're going. Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead. It's fine. I'm sure he's fine. He's a Krogan, right? I'm sure he's fine. We'll just go and tell Arya things didn't quite go the way she planned. Hey, Grizz, you heard about Patriarch?
Arya wants to speak with you, human. Something about Patriarch taking on a squad of mercs by himself. I wouldn't keep her waiting.
I'm sure it's all fine.
I heard my old friend Patriarch died. Went out in a blaze of glory. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
I might know a little something about it.
I gave him what you couldn't. A chance to die like a Krogan.
That wasn't your decision to make. His life belonged to me.
Patriarch was dead for centuries. You know that.
How he was. I'd almost forgotten he was a Krogan. You gave him the death he deserved. You've done a lot for me, Shepard. Let me return the favor. We're sending your coordinates to a cache on an uncharted world. You want it? It's yours.
Oh, I don't want anything you got to offer.
I'm not looking for payment from you.
Look at you. So proud. Whatever you find is yours to deal with.
Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later.
Why don't you find a nice girl to keep you warm in the meantime? You look like you need to loosen up a little.
You look like you need to straighten up a little. What kind of place you running here? Well, I know what kind of place you're running here. It's disgusting. The business you do, everything you do here on this place. This entire place disgusts me. It sickens me. Let's go ahead and make our way further down deep into it and see what kind of other mess we can get into. Glad we did what we did.
Shepard Memorial Plaza on Elysium was voted this year's hottest wedding location. Under Admiral Hackett's orders, money raised from wedding fees goes to funds for Alliance veterans.
Y'all heard about Shepard Memorial Plaza? I need to figure out where that is and pay a little visit.
The attack on the human colony of Freedom's Progress has generated a swift but confused response. Aid vessels have been sent, but it is not clear whether there are survivors. The Council offers sympathy, but regretted
You're
that it
weird.
could not become involved in a purely human matter.
Leave, human. Tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavel. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
Well, you know, if you weren't so gross, I'd give you a pat on the back for that. Good job.
There seem to be a lot of Orcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
Okay, bye. Who is this Gavorn?
Hello there. Might interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
Good cause if I ever heard one.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, You seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harrod.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Well, you know what? I could get you out of here.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way, but I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
You know what? I respect that.
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut it, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
Well, you know what? I'll go have a talk with them, because if you want to make it under your own steam, you should be able to do that, and he should play fair.
I could go talk to Harrod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, then maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I got you, Ken.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. And thank you.
Oh, don't thank me yet. Alright. Oh. Heavy weapon ammo capacity. Alright, so we haven't done really any shopping together in this game, but it's going to work pretty similar to how it did last time, where I'm just going to go through here and buy everything I want to buy, and probably cut out the video, because I'll probably spend a long time here reading up on everything. And I will bring you back in for anything interesting or mission related. For instance, these T6 FBA couplings are what our engineers want, and now they got them. You know what? I'm just going to buy everything. Why not? I'm rich. I was rich. I was richer than I am now. I'm still not doing too bad. You know, I mean, this stuff's kind of expensive, but it's fine. Oh, this is going back to the main area, right? The first area? Nah, we don't want to go this way. We're still shopping. Let's hang out in the marketplace a little bit longer. We still need to talk to this Harrod character. Figure out what his deal is, right? See what other wrongs we can right in this place, and it seems like there are plenty wrongs. VIP only. I'm a VIP. What's going on in here?
What do you want?
What's behind this door?
VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots of drinks and great music.
You know what? You're probably right. Not my kind of place. I feel dirty enough just walking around out here. I don't want to imagine what's going on in there. Y'all don't sell anything here? No? That's fine. Oh, food! I like food. I could always eat food. Harrod's Emporium, where? Omega Market. See what Marsh has to say.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
Deals?
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can, but don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
Oh no, I definitely want you to keep that thing. I have a problem. And that problem is I don't have nearly enough money to buy everything I want. Oh boy.
Must have seen something you like.
I see lots of stuff I like. I see lots of stuff I want. And believe me, I will be back when I have more money. We have some stuff to deal with. Where is this Harrod's Emporium? Like this way? Excuse me, Miss Lawson. There you are. Okay.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
Are you aware there's a cigar defying gravity up and down your face?
Tell me about your deal with the Quarian over there.
Suspicious. If I had made such a deal, I would certainly not be inclined to discuss it. Accusatory. I don't understand how it is any concern of yours.
What if you and I make a deal? You let him set his own prices, and I won't break your legs.
With barely contained terror, you drive a hard bargain, human.
I haven't even started.
Resignation. Very well. I will release the Quarian from his promise. Conciliatory. To show there is no ill will, I offer you a discount on my own wares.
I have things to do.
Courteously. Have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
This kiosk? Huh, Elcor? You're lucky that I see some stuff I want. Otherwise, it'd be leg-breaking time again. Why is my Shepard so violent? I want it all. And I want it now. But I can't have it all, because I'm broke. Utterly broke. My goodness. You remember the last game when I was the richest man in the galaxy? I miss those days.
End is not. Humans, a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight.
Your mother's a blight.
And you, human. And you. Protheans cast off the lesser races. The Krogan, the Vorcha, and the humans. And so they dwelled in filth, on worlds made of dirt, feces. And there they lay until they fell into the skies. The lesser races will be our downfall. The word is clear.
You sound like those crazy people in real life. Anyway, we gotta go talk to our Quarian friend Ken, let him know that the Elcor has released him from his contract, and that he's good to go. Does anybody remember where Ken is? I don't remember where Ken is. Do you know Ken? You know what your real problem is, Ken. Location.
I heard you spoke to Harrod. Thank you so much. At this rate, I'll be off the station in no time.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
Yeah, I mean, you should be good to go with... Why am I back here with all, behind the counter? You should be good to go with all the money I spent here. In fact, you didn't happen to restock while I was gone, did you? No, you didn't. That's good, because I'm broke anyway. I have no money to my name. Anyway, let's go ahead and see if we can make our way to the quarantine district, because we still have a professor to find. The end is always nigh, always has been.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
You can't keep me out. I live in there.
I'm doing you a favor, lady. If you go in, the guards will cut you down.
You can't do this. Everything I own is in that apartment.
I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
Dang.
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Arya Tilok calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
There's a Solarian named Morden Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Well, it doesn't sound like the greatest plan I've ever heard. Let's find out more.
Any idea where I can find Morden's clinic?
Not a clue. What do you care? Place is quarantined, remember?
Tell me more about this plague.
It starts out as a cough, then you start coughing blood. And, well, then I shoot you. It affects multiple species. Turians, Solarians, Krogan, you name it. Only humans are immune. And Vorcha, if you count them. An airborne disease that takes down multiple races. Can't let that spread. Hence the quarantine.
Yeah, the quarantine's fine, but the lawlessness?
Who are the Blue Suns?
Mercenary gang that runs the district. At least they used to. The guys are mostly Turian. I heard the plague hit them pretty hard. Now the whole district is up for grabs. I hear the Vorcha are making a move. Plague can't hurt them. Immune to disease. Just one more reason you don't want to go in there.
I didn't think diseases could cross species barriers. Turians and Solarians can't even eat the same food.
Right. Most people figure that it has to be synthetic. Somebody engineered it. And it either got loose, or they're testing it here. And seeing as how humans are immune to the plague and doing a fair bit of looting, a lot of people think humans made it.
Well, if I find out, I'll let you know.
Listen, you're stuck here until this quarantine is over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
A quarantine zone for a plague that kills Turians. Why don't we ever go anywhere nice?
Yeah, you are a Turian, aren't you? Maybe you should go back to the ship.
It's safer to stick with a squad who's immune to the plague.
It's your call, Shepard. If you need me, I'm not going to let a cough keep me back.
Well, it sounds like a little bit more than a cough from what I'm hearing. Well, that is going to do it for us today.
No more contacts!
We haven't even taken a step forward yet. That is going to do it for us today. Guys, come on, guys. Let me through. That is going to do it for us today. Next time we'll venture into the quarantine district, see what we can do about this mess, but I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean a whole lot to me, and if you want to see more of Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition, please remember to subscribe. But as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Lobo, and I will see you guys later. Jake, this is ridiculous. This is the hardest I think I've ever been flagged. It actually hurts.